Hey, what's up? It's Edem with Global Abundance LLC, back with another video. Thank you for stopping in. If you're new to the channel, if you are already part of the family, salute. Uh, on this channel, we talk all things real estate, residential, and commercial. Uh, and we, answer questions and dig deep. We also sprinkle in a little bit of financial literacy and, some mindset content in there as well. So, all of it to help you uh, lead you on the right path when you're getting involved in real estate. So today's video is about the benefits of possibly selling to a wholesaler, and you know some of the things you may want to just keep in mind and look out for. Before we get started, we have a free VIP group where we, dig deep into, every facet of real estate. It's a community of real estate investors and like-minded individuals like yourself that are answering questions and, exchanging ideas and seeing what's working and what's not working and growing and learning together as a community. So if you'd like to join, it's free. I'll leave the link in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. So to be honest, selling a house to a wholesaler can help you sell your house quickly without a bunch of wasted time and money. All right. When it comes to selling a house, a lot of people fail to consider the benefits of working with a wholesaler to help facilitate the process of selling their home. For some properties, working with a wholesaler can be a wonderful and lucrative option. Now, if you need a way to sell fast and save money in the process, a direct sale with the wholesaler locally to your property may be the best option that you have. I know there's sometimes a negative stigma and kind of a black cloud kind of hovering over the whole idea of a wholesaler, but for you as a seller, there's definitely a lot of advantages. So working with the right type of wholesaler, of course. So let's kind of dig into a few of those. So the first thing I can tell you is that it's more than likely going to be a fast closing. The people buying your house are, usually ready to close almost immediately. A wholesaler, they'll have the cash in hand and the ability to close fast. Okay, this means that once you've accepted an offer, you should be ready to sell your house as soon as possible, and you'll want to be able to move and have the house cleared of all your belongings right away. A fast closing can be beneficial to both, the buyer and the seller. Okay, so a wholesaler, may have the cash in hand and may be ready to go immediately, or that wholesaler may have a network of buyers that have the cash in hand and they're ready to go. Just want to kind of make sure you understand that, and it's imperative to ask these questions to the buyer. Ask them if they're actually going to be the end buyer on the property if you are working with a wholesaler, and allow them to be honest. Maybe they won't be. That's them specifically. Don't use that as an umbrella for everybody in the industry that might be wholesaling a deal. There are some people that are ethical. Okay, so if you happen to run into some people that are unethical, that's okay. You just move on. But just asking that question will kind of get you to the finish line quicker and let you know what you're actually dealing with. Another thing is there's not going to be any repairs required when working with a wholesaler. You choose to use a wholesaler to help you sell your house. The property will usually be purchased as is. And what this means is you're not going to spend time or money fixing up the property. The people investing in your property, they'll want to do the repairs themselves, giving you the opportunity or giving the opportunity to renovate with their own taste in mind. All right, is a big perk for a lot of buyers, and that can be used to your advantage in the end. So this makes the entire selling process much easier for you. You won't be you'll be able to save both time and money, and that you otherwise would have spent if you had chose to list your house. Okay, so another thing is no property showings. Imagine being able to sell your house without the endless cleaning and list of requirements, right? When your house is on the MLS, you'll need to keep the house in good shape and show ready. So there's times you'll get people who want to see the house at the last minute, and it's important to be prepared for this. But when you list, you may you want as many people to see the house as possible, obviously, right? So when you're working with a wholesaler, you won't have to make the house look like a catalog, or deal with people who want to see it all hours of the day because they're buying as is, right? So you don't need to kind of put any effort or worry too much about that. Okay, no open houses. Just kind of piggybacking off no showings. Okay, so it also means no open houses. So opening your doors to groups of strangers, I know, isn't the most comfortable thing for a lot of people. I mean, imagine people walking through your house, looking at every, nook and cranny, making judgments and finding every little flaw, right? Most people don't like the idea of this. So you can avoid a lot of this by, selling to a wholesaler. And when you work with a local wholesaler, you won't have to deal with any open houses, marketing, professional photography, or keeping the house in its tip-top shape. So keep that in mind. Another thing to be mindful of is not having to wonder when the property is going to close when you work with a wholesaler. When you choose to work with a wholesaler, your time frame will be laid out up front. The wholesaler will need to have an acceptable offer on the table within a specific amount of time. Otherwise, the deal can be called off. So knowing when the house will close also allows you as the seller to plan ahead, and you'll be able to plan your move without having to, live in limbo as a traditional listing a lot of times might require you to do. It's also no cleaning, right? Again, they're buying as is. So when you list your house traditionally, you'll possibly need to have the house professionally cleaned. So if, not the whole house, a lot of sellers bring in professionals to clean the carpets or, other specific areas of the house, right? To just get it ready. The house will need to look, perfect in the listing photos as well as when people come to see it, right? So all of the cleaning and preparation can be exhausting and it isn't always worth it going that route, right? Another thing is no commissions. Maybe, the best part of working with the right wholesaler is that you won't get stuck paying agent commissions or fees. All financial information is disclosed up front, and you'll never have to pay a dime out of pocket in order to sell your house quickly. So if you choose to work with a wholesaler, keep in mind that not all of them are the same. All right. I kind of talked about that earlier. There are, in any business for that matter, ethical people and unethical people. So please do your homework on who you're working with. Make sure there's someone that you can trust. get in touch with me, for example, at any time you have questions about what to expect. If you're thinking about selling your house with a wholesaler, I'll answer any questions that you have. So you can move along and make sure you're dealing with the right individual, not getting caught up in, mixed up in the wrong thing. So, yeah, that's it. Those are some of the benefits of working with a wholesaler. Hope you found this information valuable. If you did, go ahead, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Let's get this out to others that may need this information, others that might be in your situation and thinking of selling or considering selling to a wholesaler as well, or direct to a cash buyer. Until next time, happy investing.